The Catholic Morning Show.
In Iowa, growing stuff is kind of our thing. This July, Iowa Catholic Radio invites you to our Growing the Faith Tour featuring Catholic Answers apologist Carlo Broussard for a special 3-night series of talks July 21st in Spencer, July 22nd in Creston, and July 23rd in Pella. Exploring faith, happiness, and salvation. All 3 events are free, but your pre-registration is requested at iowacatholicradio.com. 3 consecutive nights, 3 different talks. Carlo Broussard, the Growing the Faith Tour in Iowa. Dates, locations, directions, and pre-registration at iowacatholicradio.com. Folks, I know you're interested in making a difference in the world. All we have to do is talk with some of our volunteers here at Iowa Catholic Radio to know what you, the listeners, do so well in trying to reach out and make a difference in Des Moines, in the Des Moines Diocese, and all of our dioceses and the whole listening area here on Iowa Catholic Radio. But it's always good to consider, what can we do? What are ways that we can make concrete that charity in our hearts? And we have wonderful people that we institutions and nonprofits that we work with that make that flesh take flesh so that we can do these things. And today on the show, we're going to talk with Mary's Helping Hands Director of Operations, Tonia Martin, precisely about one of those. Tonia, thank you for coming on the Catholic Morning Show.
Absolutely. Good morning, Iowa Catholic Radio.
So for folks who don't know, what is it specifically that Mary's Helping Hands does? And maybe just give us the story of its creation here in the state.
Yeah, Mary's Helping Hands is located in West Des Moines, real close to Iowa Catholic Radio. And we help families for the first 2 years of life with basic necessities. So we start that with maternity clothes for moms, and then bundles of clothing, each size, newborn to up to 2T. And then families can apply monthly for help with diapers, wipes, shampoo, lotion, some of that basic monthly need that just helps ease some of the financial burden.
Absolutely wonderful. Now, for folks who don't know, how long have you been around, and what's the sort of genesis? How did you guys get started in this very helpful field?
Yeah, so Mary's Helping Hands turns 5 this year. We were started by 2 Sacred Heart moms who just found that they had an abundance of really great baby items that were still in perfectly good shape, and they just wanted to get those directly into hands of families who needed them. And after searching and searching, they just could not find an organization that kind of fit where their heart was calling them. And so Mary's Helping Hands was started 5 years ago this year. What started in a garage serving 67 clients, but we ended last fiscal year serving 4,909 households. So it has just grown 71% increase from last fiscal year to this fiscal year. So we're just really excited to see what God has in store for the next year.
We're speaking with Tonia Martin, who's the Director of Operations for Mary's Helping Hands. On that note, 5 years, congratulations.
Thank you.
What is the big event you guys have coming up precisely around this 5-year anniversary?
We would love to welcome you into Mary's Helping Hands. So whether you've been there once or you come every week to volunteer, or you've never been and always wondered how we do what we do, we would love to invite you to a 5th anniversary kind of open house family fun afternoon on Sunday, August 23rd from 3 to 5. If you haven't been, or you come all the time, we would love to welcome you in, to show you around. We'll have some yummy treats and some games for the kids. So we invite you to bring the whole family.
It's a wonderful example of how a perceived need by local people was answered, right? It's like you said, it was people who just wanted to make a difference with what they saw as a situation of need and what they had to give. And so by coming to something like the open house or just getting involved, what would you say a listener should expect about what they're going to find there and why they might feel compelled to help with this as well?
Yeah, when you walk into Mary's Helping Hands, we hope that the first thing that you notice is that we are a place that just makes you feel as a client safe and seen and heard, that we are not judgmental at all. As you kind of dig in and come in as a volunteer and you get to see the back rooms, the first thing you will notice is we have a lot of bins of baby clothes. We give families about 5 to 6 outfits for each size, pajamas, safe sleep sacks. We also do pack and plays if a child doesn't have a safe place to sleep, a diaper bag for that mama who maybe is carrying their kids' diapers, and a grocery bag. So what you will see is just rooms full of items to just love on our clients as they walk through the door.
So we're speaking with Tonia Martin from Mary's Helping Hand. She's the director of operations. So I know you said you had a client story that you thought illustrated what you guys have been doing.
Yeah. So recently I've gotten to know Brooklyn. She has come every month since her son is 4 months old and now he's 15 months. And she also has a 7-year-old daughter. And she recently just welcomed a baby girl about 2 months ago. She was really excited to hear that we had some preemie clothes. The baby was born as a preemie. And so that kind of threw everybody off guard. But don't worry, we were there to give her some preemie clothes to get her started in that. And Brooklyn works at a daycare. So a lot, like so many of our hardworking families, the income just doesn't fully cover the growing needs of the family. So she found out about Mary's Helping Hands on social media when she was looking for advice. Somebody said, oh, if you need help with diapers, go to Mary's Helping Hands. And she came and she was very nervous the first time. And she just remembered leaving feeling so supported and loved and not judgmental. She recently picked up a bundle of clothing for her baby. And on the top of that bundle was a handmade baby quilt just for her. And she had tears in her eyes. It was the most beautiful moment ever. She just felt so seen, so loved that somebody spent the time, used their gifts to make something so beautiful for her daughter that she will never get to meet, or that will never even know her daughter, but she just views it as like such a special keepsake. So she is like our biggest cheerleader. We often get asked the question of, do your clients bring back items? And they do. Once their baby has outgrown something or once they no longer need it, they bring them back, the items that we can then gift to another family. So it's just really fun when Brooklyn, she gets to come in and we just get to connect and find out what's new in the last month and just pray with her and support her and love her.
Well, when we think about this month specifically, the Pope, his prayer intention is about respect for life. Yeah. But we also think about the different ways that, in a throwaway culture, not only for people, but even something like clothes, this effort, right, to recycle, to renew, reuse, and bring together resources for people. It seems like Mary's Helping Hands is precisely a place to go see this live and in action.
Yeah, and some of the great ways that we recycle is we have wonderful volunteer sewers who take old bed sheets, those fitted sheets that no longer hold onto the mattress, or that flat sheet like myself that I never use, and they sew those into pack and play sheets. So we're able to, when we give a pack and play to a client, we can also give them a sheet to go with it. And then we have sewers who take old fabric and soft fabric or old t-shirts, and they make washable breast pads out of them. And so it's just a great way that we continue to use people's gifts and use people's excess in a way to love others. So for a full list of all of the donations that we do accept, you can head on over to our website at maryshelpinghandsiowa.org. And under the Get Involved, there's items that we accept for donations. So I'd love for you to take a look. We also love volunteers to come in and to be a part of this. So if you're interested in volunteering, under our website, you can sign up. And we love to when families come in to volunteer. So if you're looking for a summer project for you and the kiddos to do, and you can sort clothes or make cute baby outfits, we would love for you to sign up and come for an hour and just experience the joy of getting to help families right here in Iowa.
Well, you listener out there, you're one of many of the people who here in Iowa donate so much of their time, donate so much of their resources. A wonderful way to do so, as you've just heard, is through Mary's Helping Hands Iowa. We've been speaking with the Director of Operations, Tonia Martin. Tonia, before we let you go, one more time, let people know about your 5th anniversary open house if they want to come and see the good work you guys are doing.
Yeah, we would love to see you on Sunday, August 23rd from 3 to 5. We'll have information on our website, and I believe we're going to get it on the events page for Iowa Catholic Radio, so it'll be there, and you can always follow us on social media as well. So we hope that you check it out and come and visit us and have some cookies.
Mary's Helping Hands Iowa Director of Operations, Tonia Martin, thank you so much for coming on the Catholic Morning Show.
Thank you, Bo.
Listen to the Catholic Morning Show weekdays at 7 a.m. Central on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, iowacatholicradio.com, or the Iowa Catholic Radio app.